Hello fans and friends of the SSL, my name is Predrag Dobrić and I'll be doing commentary for Matchday 3 of the Minors League. It has been a fantastic start for some teams and less than fantastic for others, but certainly one thing you can't say about the start of the Minor League is that it wasn't interesting. And as to be expected, there are very good matchups waiting for us today. Capstad will be starting us off today against Afnai. Afnai, who has proven themselves to be very good this season. And of course, Capstad is always a very high standard in the minor league. After that will be the expansion derby against Magyar and Krungfep. So we're definitely going to be starting off the matches with some fantastic games, that's for sure. And we're ready to kick off with a 4-2-3-1 from Capstad. Very standard and very effective, as they've proven. And Afnai responded for 4-2-3-1 of their own. Currently, Montreal sit at the top of the league with goal difference, with Capstad only one goal behind them. And that can change this match day. And Afnai start us off. Tantori on the left, but the pass gets intercepted. And now Capstad have possession, but no chance will be starting early. A free kick by Lightning, and it goes wide. Skovgard with the ball. Calderon. Skovgard again. Gorgon. Ashworth. Defend the bends. The shot is blocked. They try to get to Ashworth again. Calderon, but it's wide over. Bit of early action from Capstad, as to be expected. Calderon with a throw-in. The ball still in his possession, and somehow doesn't go in, denied by the post. A tight angle shot, and just can't find its mark. Another free kick from Lightning, and it hits the wall. And it's off for a corner. Fento bends with the corner. Near post, and almost headed in, but Satoshi grabs it. And we're 20 minutes in and still no goal. Couple of really good chances by Capstad, but Afnai defense still steady. And a cross, and it's in by Gorgon. A cross from Goku to Gorgon, and it's headed in. And just a beautiful long ball, and just soars up above all the other players. And Capstad lead 1-0. Now 30 minutes in, another chance. Another cross, but this time it's claimed by Satoshi. Not gonna let the same thing happen again. Afnai defense passing the ball along. But it's lost. Now it's in Capstad position, and Ashford's one-on-one, but he skies it. Such a shame, a wasted opportunity to double the Capstad lead. 11 shots compared to Afnai's 0. Granted, only 2 of those have been on target, but still, Capstad generating many chances here in the first half. Kovgard with the ball. Goes through the center. Now it's Dobra. But now it's the possession is taken by Criminal. Now Afanai with the chance, but it's a poor pass in the center. Dobra with the ball. Shoots it and it's saved by Satoshi. And another corner. A near post header into the goal by Calderon. And the lead is doubled. Now let's take a look at that again. Corner by Fentibens, named near post and just unmarked. Calderon just heads it directly in. Can Afanai respond immediately? Try to cut that lead back down to 1. Steely now. Still has the ball. Tries to get into the box, but it's taken away. Pass back to Jones, a long ball. But it's an Afanai possession. And Afanai still can do something here. Lorenzo. But a poor pass, and Lightning grabs it. Now Gorgon with the ball. Shoots, and it's saved. And there'll be 3 minutes of extra time in the first half. Another corner. Headed over into the side netting. And just look at that shot map. Lightning, but it's intercepted. Still in Capstad possession. Lightning again, but once again intercepted. Another cross, and another assist by Goku. This time Fentobens just smashing it in, and it's 3-0. Afanai were maybe hoping to close the half off with just 2 goals down, but Capstad keeping the pressure on, keeping the foot on their neck. And it's going to be a hard second half for Afanai. That's for sure. But it's a hard second half they're going to have to make if they want to get anything from this game. So many shots. You see most of them coming from the central areas. Now let's see if the teams make any substitutions to maybe change the pace of the game. Capstad were favorites going into this match, and Afanai knew that, but it seems they did not prepare well enough. Or maybe Capstad is just too good. We have the whole season left to determine that. 2 substitutions for Capstad, and none from Afanai. An early action for Capstad. Still in their possession, but nothing will come of it. Pentibens, the shot that is blocked. And now the ball in Afanai possession. A long ball over to Steely, but he can't catch it, unfortunately. Now Capstad again with a chance. Just not letting go of that pressure at all. Calderon. Morgenstern grabs the ball. Lorenzo, back to Morgenstern. Back to Lorenzo. And then back to Morgenstern. Afanai keeping steady. Panda. The ball to Santori. He's on his own. Still has the ball to Criminal, who shoots it and it's saved by Jones. So close to grabbing at least one back. Their first and only shot of the match. Now corner by Lightning. Caps that almost grab a fourth, but it's been saved by Satoshi. A long ball. But it's in Capstad possession now. Skovgard. Moff. Calderon. And it's intercepted by Lorenzo. Now Steely. Morgenstern. Good chance, good shot, but nothing comes from it, unfortunately. When an injury for Afanai, the last thing they wanted to see, Morgenstern has to come off the team and stand still coming in to replace him. That's the last thing Afanai wanted to see. Schweinsteiger to Rivers. Now the ball's back in Capstad possession. Goku again. Can he grab a third assist? Crosses it in, and he does. Ashford finishes it. And it's 4-0 to Capstad, and Goku grabs a third assist, a hat-trick. Fantastic game. Completely running rampant down that side. And Ashford barely had to do anything for it. Just served on it to him on a platter. Definitely my man of the match. A dominant performance by Capstad from start to finish. And it's clear why they're one of the favorites to win the minor league this season. I mean, they're almost always one of the favorites. And we come to the close. 1 minute left. And seems Afanai are unfortunately just gonna have to... Oh, no, a chance here. And it's... Oh, dear God. No mercy by Capstad. Just a drop of concentration by Satoshi in the last seconds of the match. Just a poor pass from Schweinsteiger and Ashford there to grab on it. Satoshi just can't react in time. Just, oh, poor Afanai. And that's 5-0 for Capstad. Goku deservedly winning that Man of the Match award of a flat 10 rating. Well earned. I mean, that fifth was just unnecessary. Perhaps a drop in concentration. Alpha and I were expecting a closer game, and a close game this was not. And now we head into our second match. It's going to be Magyar against Krungfep. An expansion derby. A unique formation by Rapid Magyar. Or a much more standard 4-2-3-1 by Krungfep. Both of these teams have not had a great start to their season. Regardless of that, they're looking to build on what they did the previous season. Kringfep were a bit more successful in their first season in the SSL, but Magyar will not just lie down. Now chance for Kringfep for a counterattack. Elliott. Patterson. Patterson is fouled and it's a penalty. And he's going to take it. Snorlax in the net. And a calm, collected finish by Patterson to give Kringfep the lead in the second minute, grabbing his 4th goal of the season. Calm finish to the right. Snorlax couldn't get to it. And Magyar have a mountain to climb all the way from the start. Now corner here, perhaps a chance for Kringfep to double the lead. They do not. And that will be a goal kick. And a free kick by Oliver. When it's almost in. And defended by Magyar. But the ball is still in Kringfep possession. And headed away. Now corner from Oliver. And it's headed wide. 20 minutes in, and it's looking like a repeat of the last game. Early domination by Kringfep. An intercepted pass by Albinson, but the chance is smothered. Still Albinson with the ball. Rapid Magyar trying to create something. Albinson again crosses it in, and disappointment grabbing the equalizer. Nothing disappointing about that. Let's take a look at that action again. Chaos in the center as the ball gets bounced around. Bunsen passes it back to Albinson, who passes it to the center and disappointed finishes it past Kerrigan. And it's 1-1. And the game is back on. Now Justinson with the free kick. And it's in! What a shot! And in just a matter of few minutes, Magyar go from 1 down to 1 up. Let's take a look at that again. Just beautifully over the wall, and Kerrigan cannot get to it. Now Magyar are the ones that need to be caught. Now another chance for them possibly. Are they going to run away with it? No, Patterson intercepts the pass. Kringfep definitely eager to get back on equal footing. Elliott. Still Elliott, and what a finish! Elliott gets past the Magyar defense. Cuts past through several players. Let's take a look at that again. And Gary to Patterson, who just passes the ball to Elliott. And Elliott makes it past Lind and Snorlax and just shoots it from a tight angle. And it's 2-2. You see here that was almost offside. But smart movement by Elliott. Now we're back on equal footing. Skavgard. De Silva. Alkazemi. Shot gets blocked. Now disappointment. Welcome back to disappointment. To Albison, he's wide. Bunsen. Across. And it's headed away, but still in Magyar possession. Stamped now. And nothing will come from it, unfortunately. A very excited game. Didn't look that way for the first couple of minutes, but Magyar definitely have the fight in them still. Stamp. Tries to get past Oliver. Across, but it's punched away by Kerrigan. Now Patterson with the counterattack. To Elliott. Elliott making the run. Shoots, and saved by Snorlax. Out for a corner. Oliver to take it. Oh, it's intercepted by Doug. A poor pass. And Doug's fouled. Krungfep have had more chances, but Magyar have been much more efficient in converting theirs. So it's still anyone's game. Now let's see if any substitutions will be the key that these teams need to break the deadlock. One substitution by Krungfep and none from Magyar. Stamp with the ball. Gets past Oliver. Tries to get past De Silva. But the ball ends up out for a throw-in. Now Krungfep for a chance. Patterson, but it's headed away. Still in Krungfep possession. De Silva. And it's still a bit of a clumsy goal, but a goal nonetheless. Those count by Roger. Let's take a look. There was a bit of chaos there next to the goalkeeper. The defense might have not been so well organized. De Silva crosses the ball, gets past Timofeus and Stamp. And I think it hit first one of the defending players, and Lind tried to get it away, but Roger poked it in. And a goal is a goal, as they say. Can Magyar respond? Jimotos now with the ball. Albinson. He shoots and it's just not in. Almost a chance to equalize immediately. Oliver with the free kick. Headed over. Magyar still looking for that equalizer. Krungfep have definitely been the more dominant team, but it's hard to say that Magyar don't deserve a point from this. And Gary to Elliott. Apostle. De Silva now. It's intercepted. Now Oliver. De Silva again. Apostle shoots and scores from distance. Peter Apostle. De Silva assisting. And they've run away with it now. It's going to be really hard for Rapid Magyar to get back something from this game. And finally that Krungfep dominance pays off. And a long shot from Apostle. And Stonelax can't get to it in time. Ten minutes left. Game's winding down. Fewer and fewer chances. Legs are tired. Motivation shot. But maybe a third goal for Magyar just to lessen the blow. Justinson shoots and almost scores. It's saved by Kerrigan. In the corner for Doug. Headed, but saved. And I think that'll be it. One final chance for Krungfep. But it's intercepted by Magyar. A long ball. Still in Magyar possession. But it's over. And Krungfep win 4-2. Patterson with the man of the match award. Dominant performance by Krungfep, but Magyar fought for it and almost had it. But quality persevered in the end. Not much blame I can put on the Magyar players. They were just outplayed. No poor decisions. Two high-scoring games back-to-back, 5-0 and 2-4. And now we go Seoul against Cairo. Souls definitely see themselves as the favorite going into this match, but Cairo did put in a great performance earlier. So let's see if they can do the same against Seoul. Once again, their unique formation, but it did prove somewhat successful. Intercepted by the Hiron Kawasaki, but nothing comes from it. Now corner for Seoul. Salazar. But it's headed away by Ultimus. Big lad right there. Kawasaki, the bar, who shoots a long ball and it's over, unfortunately. An ambitious shot, but you gotta take those. Ten minutes in and it's only one shot on both sides. Another corner for Seoul. De Hiron delivering it. Punched away. Hong Min. Salazar. Track base Najevna. It's almost a goal, but it's blocked. But still in Seoul possession. Sinclair fighting for it. And the Cairo defense kicks it away. Seoul had a beautiful chance right there, but it fortunately couldn't score it. Walker. Stain. De Hiron. A long shot off the bar. De Hiron again. Still has the ball. The bar. And it's a foul. And it's a penalty. And Kawasaki to take it for Seoul. And straight down the middle by Kawasaki. First goal of the season. Directly down the middle, fools the keeper. Kanders goes to the right. And Kawasaki scores the first and only goal so far of the match. And you see we have average position of the teams, just how far up the whole of Seoul is. Sinclair with the ball. Pass it to Kenterlin. Intercepted by Lasso. Now Kawasaki to Walker. Salazar. Still Salazar to Panda. Panda tries to shoot it, but Ultimus blocks the shot. Now corner for Seoul again. And headed over. No goal from corners yet, but they've been dangerous. And maybe a chance for Cairo. Herrera. Naves. Long shot and it's saved. Now a corner for them. A handball. A Sturm. And now Asprey to Dehiron. Runs down that right side, gets it to Bar. Bar still has it. And it's saved, but Hong Min was offside anyway. Dane. And blocked. But Dehiran still with the ball. And nothing comes from it. 40 minutes in. Still only that penalty goal on the scoreboard. Now a chance for Cairo. Sinclair, a long shot and saved by Asprey. Beckett Sinclair almost scored a beautiful goal right there, but Asprey ready to save it. Pereira now. Punched away. And Hongmin heads it into a throw-in. But still a dangerous position for Cairo, so maybe they can do something from it. Dejiran intercepts the pass, and now it's Bar. And now a chance for a counter-attack. Hongmin only has one person in front of himself. Crosses it over, but Kanders calmly collects it. A long ball, but it's intercepted. Floffinson, Sinclair. But now with Panda and Bar. The Hong Min shoots and it's saved by Kanders. But he was offside. Coming close to the end of the first half. Seoul have the ball. Looking to get their second goal and plunge the dagger deep into Cairo's heart. Or Cairo perhaps looking for a chance to equalize late into the half. Panda with the ball. Crosses in and it's a goal from Kim Hong-min. Finally, after being caught offside several times, Hong-min times their run perfectly. And they scored a second goal, doubling Seoul's lead heading into the second half. See Panda with beautiful cross right there and just sneaks it in right past the keeper and post. And that's it for the first half. A great performance by Seoul. A bit of fight from Cairo. Definitely didn't roll over, but Seoul has been dominant from the start. Now substitutions for the teams. Two substitutions made for Seoul. Now an early corner immediately from Seoul as they put on the pressure and headed over the Kawasaki. And another corner. And headed side now. Cairo not letting off Seoul not letting off the pressure at all in the second half. Now corner for Cairo. De Herrera. Headed away. Now Kenderlin. Intercepted by Kawasaki. De Hiron. Simmons. Stain. Asprey. Back to Kawasaki. De Hiron now with the ball. The bar. Bar again. And the shot is blocked. Corner again for Seoul. They have to be up to double digits now. Headed away. Yeah, that was their 10th corner. Even though they haven't scored from a corner yet, they've definitely been dangerous on the set pieces. Ball in Cairo possession now. Zhevna gets dispossessed by Lasso. Panda now. The ball to Hong Min gets intercepted. Now Kenderlin has it. Perhaps a Cairo counterattack. Tries to pass it to Sturm, but it's intercepted. Asprey to Kawasaki. Kawasaki to De Hiron. De Hiron long cross over to Hong Min, and it's over. 20 minutes left. Cairo still trying to find a chance there. Nizhevna gets dispossessed again. Bar, Lasso, Hong Min, shot, and it's wide. But Hong Min was offside again. And another corner for Seoul. Saved by Canders. Ball now in Cairo possession. Sturm is 1-on-1, but it's blocked. Nava still has the ball. Unfortunately, the pass gets intercepted. Now it's back in Seoul possession. Hong Min Passes it back. 5 minutes left. Kendrelin shoots and it's blocked by Jenkins. Corner for Cairo, perhaps to get one goal at least back. Headed away. And just a few seconds left until the end of the match. A chance here for Cairo. A poor pass gets intercepted by Sol. And I think they're just going to play it to the last second. But no, still a chance for Cairo. Kendrelin. And that'll be all, unfortunately. No second shot. And 2-0 to Sol. A clean and professional win by Sol, even though they had more chances and perhaps could have scored an extra goal here and there. 3 points is 3 points. And the goal difference does not matter that much right now. Cairo unfortunately weren't able to generate many chances. They usually would get dispossessed before they could get into the box. It's just what happens sometimes. The opposing team is just fully dominant and controlling, and is not only able to make the few chances you have insignificant, but prevents you from having those chances in the first place. And now, a clash of what were previously considered titans of the minor league, now just one of the few good teams. Well, not few, one of the many good teams. And that is Montreal and North Shore United. Montreal with a 4-2-3-1, and North Shore with a 4-2-3-1. Both teams used to be much more dominant in the previous seasons, but have had a bit of a knock in their quality. Or was it simply that the other teams have caught up? And North Shore start us off. Poor pass gets intercepted by Millwall. But that pass then gets intercepted. No early goals just yet. Clark with the free kick. Long ball, but it gets intercepted. Now Power with the ball. Tries to pass it to King, but he gets fouled, but it's play on. Foul guard with the ball to Power. To Alexander's foul guard. And he's fouled, and it's a penalty. And Dobrić steps up to take it. One penalty was saved so far, but can he redeem himself? He can. He can. Scores his first penalty of the season. And it's against his former teammate, Dennis Mobek from Istanbul. It's an 8th minute penalty to give Montreal the lead. Good for morale, if anything. North Shore still haven't generated a chance, though it's been a tight game. Now a throw-in by Dina Skavgard. Alexander Skavgard to Power. Power gets dispossessed, but Alexander again. To Zadok King. Back to Alexander. To Clark. Across. Over to Takahashi. Millwall. A long shot is off the bar. What a shot. That rattled the post. Over to Dina. Across to Sinclair. Somehow doesn't go in, and then Power somehow can't get in. Two incredible chances back to back, but can't score them. Sinclair has the ball now. Passes it to Clark. Clark shoots and it's saved by Mobic. Now corner. Dina to deliver. Looks near post. Headed away. Xavier to Dina. Dina back to Xavier. Alexander to Power. Power back to Alexander. Dina. And saved by Mobic. What a game. Some impressive passing there by Montreal, but Mobic ready. Save. Another near post corner and headed away. Now to Sinclair. Back to Dina. But is he onside? No. No, he wasn't. "30 minutes in and it's 1-0. Still that penalty. Now corner for North Shore. Chicken to deliver. Also near post. Headed away. Rashford gets to it. Intercepted by Power, but still with Rashford. A long shot over and no real chance from that. Now Mobic to deliver. To the middle, but intercepted by Clark. Now Takahashi. Xavier. Back to Takahashi to Skovgaard, who gets past James. Now there's the chance for a dangerous cross there. He shoots, but it's skied over. 40 minutes in. Another corner for North Shore. Chicken delivers near post again, and it's headed over. Just a few minutes left. Gibraltar gets yellow. Maybe a chance here. Dino still with the ball. To Millwall. Passes to Takahashi, but it's blocked. Now James with a bunch of space. Skovgaard tracking back. And that'll be the half. Many chances by Montreal. Still just leading by that penalty. North Shore not as impressive in attack, but still had a few chances. Can't write them off just yet. Of course, it's just 1-0, and that things can change very quickly. Few set-piece goals, and we could be talking about a very different match. Now, time for substitutions. And no substitutions seem to be made on both sides. Now Montreal start off the second half. Clark with the ball. With a bunch of space. Crosses it in. Takahashi can't get to it. Now with Dina. Now Dina crosses it in. But Warwick heads it away. Still with Clark. Rashford fouls Clark. Clark tried for a quick play, but no chance came through. Now free kick by James. What a shot! What a shot by James! And that's exactly what I was talking about. Just a few magic moments, and it doesn't matter if the team hasn't been that dominant. Just through the wall, off the bar, into the goal. What a shot! That's got to be saved right there for a clip. And it's 1-1. Gibraltar pass gets intercepted. Now with Dobrić, he shoots and he scores. Assisted by Power. Poor pass there by the North Shore defense, and Montreal are immediately ready to pounce on it. Dobrić grabs his second, and they're back in the lead. Bad pass by Gibraltar gets intercepted by Power, and Dobrić ready to pounce on it immediately. And they're back in the lead. And you really can't make those rookie mistakes, especially with teams that are this close in quality. They can and will punish everything. Now corner for North Shore. Oof, almost in, but it's saved by Muno. Corner from the other side. Headed away. With James, but nothing will come from it. 70 minutes in. Takahashi with the ball, but it's intercepted by Ball. Chicken, back the ball, back the chicken. Chance here for North Shore, and it's skied, unfortunately, and it's still 2-1. And now Clark with the free kick. It's almost in. And Dobrić tries to head it in for his hat trick, but it's wide. And 10 minutes left. Clark with the throw in, the power. Back to Clark, back to power. And to Dobrić, who gets his hat trick. 7th goal of the season. But is he onside? No, he was offside. Let's take a look at that. Oh, just a touch. Just a touch offside. I'm sure you gotta be happy with that one. Now Summers with the chance here. Intercepted and kicked away. A long ball over to Ball. Ball kicks it, but it's saved by Muno. 5 minutes left and another corner for North Shore. They want to get that point. Head it over. And just a few minutes left. Headed away. Now in Montreal possession. Xavier. To Alexander. To Dobrić. To Clark. To Power. Almost back to Dobrić, but just intercepted. A chance there for North Shore, but still safe passing for Montreal. Now Dina. A great through ball to Sinclair. Sinclair waits for his chance to Takahashi. Takahashi gets it to Millwall. Millwall shoots, and it's blocked by Rashford, and it's up for a corner. Dina to deliver again. Gonna waste time because obviously they're in the lead. Sinclair shoots, and it's forced into another corner. Dina more than happy to waste as much time as they want. And headed over by Xavier. And that'll be all. A very close match. Montreal a bit more dominant in the stats, even looking aside from the pen, and a Player of the Match award by Dobrić for his 2 goals. Though the service was excellent the whole match. Brody James with that excellent free kick though, we cannot overlook that. And Muno made a few crucial saves to keep Montreal's lead. And we head into the last match. Paris against London. The 100 Years Derby. Well, the SSL hasn't existed that long, unfortunately. Paris back to their 5-2-3 they had the previous season, and Inter London with the 4-2-3-1. And take a look at the current table. And Inter London start us off, but the ball is immediately intercepted by Paris, who look to create an early chance. Lizard with the ball. The McFoot kicks back to Lizard. But the ball gets intercepted. Still in Paris possession, however. Now Aoi on the right. Long crossover. With Lizard again. McFoot kicks back to Lizard. Lizard shoots and it's knocked around and out for a corner kick. Dybala to deliver. Near post, headed away. Dybala still has the ball to Aoi, and nothing will come from it. A throw-in. Bradford crosses it over, headed away. Corner by Dybala. Almost headed in, but just a bit wide. "15 minutes in and still no goal. Almost in, but Gunn Jr. makes the save. Dybala again with the corner. And McFoot Cakes handled the ball. I was wondering what was the whistle for. Okora with the ball. Kicked away. Paris defense keeping the ball steady. Belmont. Bradford. Lizard. Lizard shoots. And it's nearly into goal. Bounced off a few defenders. Out for a corner. No goal just yet. 20 minutes in. A few very good chances by Paris. But the London defense is steady. And now corner for them. Can they turn this around? Headed away. What a shot. That's a rocket right there. Rattled the post. Lizard with the ball. But it's intercepted. Now Bear. Long ball over, but it's intercepted by Aoi, who shoots wide open. Throw-in now. Aoi with the ball. Dybala. The Lizard who shoots, and it's off the post. And just, what a shot again. And no luck. Paris. Lizard. Dybala. And nothing comes from it again. Now throw in for London. And a goal for Sanji. And no, he was offside. Unfortunate. It just looked for a second like London were the one who were going to break the deadlock. Take the lead, but no luck. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Paris. The London defense was too harsh in their marking. And Belmont steps up to take it. Can he get it past Gunn Jr.? And he does not. Gunn Jr. keeps that net safe against all odds. It's still 0-0. Headed away. Paris looking desperate. And it's finally in. The cross that was headed down to Belmont's legs, and he kicks it in at close range, and Gunn Jr. just cannot do anything about that. McFootcake, long kick over, headed down by Dybala to Belmont, who shoots it from up close. And even after that beautiful penalty save, Gunn just cannot save that one. Now another corner for Paris again. Headed away by Bear. Silver one. To Ali. And it's another penalty. What is the London defense doing? And Belmont steps up to clear his name from the previous penalty. And unfortunately, Gunn cannot save that one. And Belmont grabs the second. Sends Gunn Jr. the other way. Ali with the ball passes him back to McKendy. Foot kicks to Lizard. Bradford. Long ball to Ali, who receives it. Passes it back to Dybala. To Kora. Back to McFootcakes. To Lizard. To Wince. Bradford now shoots a long ball and it's completely over. Couple minutes left in the first half. An absolute dominant performance by Paris. So many chances. The London defense tried. And some would say tried a bit too hard with giving away 2 penalties. Now the ball is in London possession. But it's a poor pass by Francis, who gave it to Dybala. Now Dybala gets past everyone and shoots on his own. Leonardo Dybala, what a show right there. That's what you pay to watch the game for. Just let's take a look at that. Just poor play by Francis. Dybala gets the ball and just gets past Wickham, Wames. So casual and just shoots it into the other side. And great solo goal. A poor pass by Wickham. Fortunately for them, they didn't get punished for it. And Sanji tries to get it to Dobrić. But now the ball is in Paris possession. Belmont to Ali. To Dybala. Back to Ali. I was already worrying for a second it's going to be a third penalty call. Poor pass intercepted by Wince. To Lizard. Belmont, who passes it back with foot cakes to Silverwine. And it's off the bar, but he was offside to begin with. Silverwine with the ball. Dybala. Aquara. Silverwine. Aoi. Dybala. Silverwine. Crossed. And Belmont can't get it on target. Another chance by Paris. It's finally over for the first half. Felt like I watched a full game, but it's just been the first half. So many chances, so many shots by Paris. Now time for substitutions. One substitution for London. Poggio comes in. Brantford with the ball. Back to Lizard. Gets it to Wince. Tries to pass it to Aoi, but it's intercepted. Cora has the ball, but nothing comes from it. Lizard to McFoot Cakes to Wince. Back to McFoot Cakes to Lizard. Crosses it over to Silverwine, who heads it just into Gunn Jr.'s arms. Dybala to Bradford to Belmont. And it's wide. It looked like it went in, but it's wide. Lizard with the corner. Headed away. Dybala shoots, and it's saved by Gunn Jr. Lizard again to deliver. Headed away. And Footcakes. Crossed over and claimed easily by Gunn Jr. "70 minutes in. Bit quieter in the second half. Dobrić. The ball gets intercepted, now with Paris possession again, but once again in London possession. Bear to Liechtensteiner. Kane. Kane tries to do it all on his own. Still in their possession. Francis shoots and saved by McTendy. Finally, another chance for London. Now corner by Sanji. What a shot by Pope Francis. Not a delivery you were expecting from Sanji there. He goes out wide to Francis, who was standing just outside the ball, and Francis lends it up and off McTendy's hands into the goal. And at least it's one to take back home. Tanji to Kane. Headed away, but with Dobrić. Dobrić tries to shoot, but it's saved. Now Dybala. London trying really to put in that late pressure, expecting Paris to be a bit tired. And I think that'll be all. One final chance for Lizard. And claimed easily by Gunn Jr., who had an amazing performance this match. It's such a shame that Paris were so dominant and could get past 3 goals. Definitely deserves that player of the match award. Stun gun just absolutely fantastic. And if it were not for him, this could have been 7-1 easily. I'm sure Belmont will be kicking himself for not being able to score that first penalty and get a hat trick. Beautiful goal by Pope Francis to at least get one back. And of course, great performance by Stun Gun Jr. A well-earned 8.5. Maybe even higher, honestly. And that brings the third match day to a close. We see here all the final results and the table. Capstad takes over the top position for Montreal, even though they both won, by scoring 5 against Athenai. And we see here the current standings. Only Montreal and Capstad currently are the only teams to have won all 3 games. My name is Predrag Dobrić, and it's been my pleasure to commentate the third match day.